Hello friends. Welcome back to Top 5 Choices. Today's video I am gonna do a detailed review and pick the top 5 best Android phones, 2021. After doing proper researches, we came to the conclusion that meets the best in terms of overall. Kindly leave a like if you find this helpful, and I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications if you haven't. We will be also providing affiliates link to purchase from Amazon. Kindly use to for best offers and purchase from anywhere in the world. We'll be back with more videos. At 6.5 by 3.0 by 0.4 inches, HWD, and 7.3 ounces, the G Power is chunky but manageable with one hand. Its weight is well distributed, making it easy to hold for long Netflix binges. On the front of the phone you'll find a 6.6-inch, 600 by 720 pixel hole punch LCD. Although the updated G Power's display is just a touch larger than last year's 1080p display, the lower resolution means you're losing out in the deal. There's something very likable about the Google Pixel 4a's design. It's not flashy or in your face, in fact it's the exact opposite, and yet it looks attractive. Google has used a unibody polycarbonate shell with a soft touch matte finish. It looks nice and doesn't attract fingerprints. The Pixel 4a is relatively slim at 8.2mm and really light, at just 143g. The overall compact dimensions of the body and the rounded edges make it a very comfortable phone to handle. The volume and power buttons are placed on the right and offer good tactile feedback. There's a headphone jack on the top, a tray for a single nano SIM on the left, and the speaker and USB Type-C port on the bottom. The Google Pixel 4 only accepts a single physical SIM, but it does support an additional eSIM. The back has a capacitive fingerprint sensor, so there's no in-display sensor despite this phone having an OLED panel. This isn't a big deal, as the fingerprint sensor works very well and can be used to pull down the notification shade with a swipe gesture. However, there's no option for face recognition on the Pixel 4a. The Google Pixel 4 uses the Qualcomm Snapdragon 730G SoC, which is not the most powerful SoC you'll find in phones at this price, but is good enough. There's 6GB of LPDDR4X RAM and 128GB of storage, which again, are fairly adequate. The Pixel 4 supports 4G VoLTE, dual-band Wi-Fi AC, Bluetooth 5, NFC, and 4 satellite navigation systems. Samsung has launched the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra in India at Rs. 104,999, and there are no variants. The Galaxy Note 20 will cost considerably less, at Rs. 79,999. There are multiple offers during the pre-booking period, but these prices are still way above average. Longtime Samsung fans know that the company typically uses its own Exynos processors for flagship phones sold in some parts of the world, and Qualcomm Snapdragon chips for other markets. India usually gets the Exynos models, and these are widely seen as a step down in terms of performance, and some third-party tests have indicated that this is indeed true. The company insists that it does what's right for each market, but it's hard not to feel a little disappointed. The Exynos 990 used here is the same chip that powers the Galaxy S20 series. It's an octa-core chip with 2 high-performance custom 2.7 GHz cores, 2 more 2.5 GHz Cortex-A76 cores, and 4 more power-efficient 2 GHz Cortex-A55 cores. It features an integrated Mali G77MP11 GPU. Samsung only offers the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra with 256GB of UFS 3.1 storage and 12GB of LPDDR5 RAM. The OnePlus 9 Pro impresses with a gorgeous, eye-catching design. That's not all that surprising coming from OnePlus, which from the very beginning has created unique phones. From the sandstone back on the OnePlus 1 and the OnePlus 2 to the red OnePlus 6, this company knows how to make pretty devices that wow when you see them in person. The OnePlus 9 Pro camera module has a lot going on, and it clashes a bit with the minimalism on the rest of the phone's back. With 4 lenses, a laser autofocus, LED flash, and a microphone, not to mention the Hasselblad logo, there's a lot packed into the upper left corner of the phone. The material surrounding all of it has a nice semi-matte look. It certainly doesn't match the mirror-like finish on the rest of the phone, but it complements the back quite nicely. At 6.4 x 2.9 x 0.34 inches, the OnePlus 9 Pro is a big phone. But weighing just 6.9 ounces, it's also quite light and easy to use. Compare that to the Galaxy S21 Plus 7.05 ounces and the iPhone 12 Pro's dense 6.66 ounces, and the 9 Pro just feels light in my hand. The finish makes the phone very slippery, though, so be careful of the OnePlus 9 Pro falling out of a pocket or slipping from your grip. The 9 Pro scored well in our lab results. In its natural mode, the phone managed 119.9% of the sRGB spectrum and 84.9% of the taxing DCI-P3 gamut. The 6.8-inch dynamic AMOLED display on the Galaxy S21 Ultra is simply one of the best screens on a phone. It's bright, vibrant, and doesn't make you choose between the highest resolution and highest refresh rate like its predecessor. Yes, you'll be mesmerized when watching videos on this phablet. The colors are as rich as ever and the viewing angle's nice and wide when watching on Netflix. But the Ultra surpasses the iPhone with its dynamic refresh rate. Not only do you get super smooth scrolling and gameplay, you now get 120Hz and Quad HD resolution at the same time. So you don't have to choose between the highest resolution and highest refresh rates. The S21 Ultra is also smart enough to automatically dial the refresh rate all the way down to 10Hz to help save on power. More good news, the S21 Ultra's display is easy to read outdoors, because it can reach a peak rated brightness of 1500 nits. In our testing, the S21 Ultra averaged 821 nits, which beats the iPhone 12 Pro Max's 654 nits.